been a couple weeks since last talked to y'all. It's been a bit of a difficult couple weeks for me, personally. But it's also been a pretty difficult last couple weeks for the Reds. They have now lost 6 straight, and I am just insanely frustrated. Before we get to the Reds, we also have the NFL draft coming up in a week. And the big debate in Bengal Nation is Team Chase, Team Sewell, some even Team Pitts. Who should they take at number 5? I am all in on Penei Sewell. I don't think you can afford to miss on that. Because when you think about the best Bengal teams, they have had a really strong offensive line. Now, don't get me wrong. They've made the line a lot better, bringing back Quentin Spain, signing Riley Reed, and whoever they draft. But you're talking about a guy who is being said as a generational tackle. And if you look around the league, you see that great tackles are insanely valuable. Now, don't get me wrong. The top wide receivers make an insane amount of money. But look at what the Kansas City Chiefs just gave up to get Orlando Brown. Look what the Houston Texans gave up to get Laramie Tunsil. Top tackles go at a premium rate. And if you're talking about this guy and believe he is a generational type tackle, you have to take it. I think Jamar Chase is going to be a very good NFL wide receiver. And the Bengals do need to get another wide receiver because they do play in a lot of 3 wide receiver sets. But give me Sewell. If they have that option of Chase or Sewell, give me Sewell. And here's the tough thing I'm going to have to remember, and I think a lot of Bengals fans are going to have to remember come draft time, especially after Thursday. It's a 7-round draft. So I will say, if they do take Chase and then come back around to the 2nd round and take Alex Leatherwood or Samuel Cosme, some of these other really solid tackles, I'm going to feel a little bit better about it, especially Leatherwood, because he has played both guard and tackle in college at Alabama. So you feel good about his ability. Man, do I want Penei Sewell. They have to hit on these picks. They have to. Whether it's Leatherwood, Cosme, Chase, Sewell, they can't afford to make a big miss. They just can't. And another argument I've made for taking Sewell is you look at their history, they've done very well at taking receivers in the 2nd round. Their top 2 receivers right now, both 2nd round picks. Their last 1st round pick that was a receiver is now on the Giants and was benched, John Ross. Now, the argument is before that, it was A.J. Green. Fair point. I think you see a lot more top receiver misses than you do tackle misses. And I think the Bengals need a top tackle for this year, a guard, more than they do a receiver. I think they can come back day 2 and get a guy who is capable of playing on the outside and being a productive receiver. I think they're going to take Chase. That's my prediction right now, but I definitely want Sewell. Now, let's get back to the Reds. 6 in a row. It's not looking good. Coming up later today, they face Jack Flaherty, and they're countering with Luis Castillo. Normally, that's a good thing. This year doesn't look very good. Castillo does not look like himself at all. It's definitely a concern there. Then after that, they head out west to the Dodgers. Best team in baseball. Reds have, in this losing streak, have went from first place in the NL Central to last. And there's a lot of concern. Bullpen, consistently giving up leads. Thought Amir Garrett was going to be good. He's been getting hit hard. It's definitely a concern. Sean Doolittle has been, for the most part, reliable. Had a hiccup here a couple games ago. But then you get to the offense, which was supposed to be their MO. They're not scoring anything right now. Eugenio Suarez, I'm surprised when he makes contact anymore. He looks lost. When Mike Moustakas comes back off the injured list, they need to sit Suarez for a series, like they did Votto a couple years ago. He even came back and said, yeah, I was benched. And after that, he hit well. They need to do that with Suarez. He is pressing. He's trying to hit the ball out of the ballpark way too much. Because there for a while, you look at the team, and everyone was buying into the philosophy that you do not have to hit homers to score a bunch of runs. Suarez has not gotten that message. He's still trying to hit homers and just hoping that one homer he gets will break him out of his slump. Just set him down for a few games. When Votto was struggling to start the year, you thought, it's not good, but he is consistently making contact. It's just hitting them right where they are. And then he got hot. He himself is not looking very good right now. He's striking out a lot. I think he needs to be sat down for a game. Pretty sure he's played in every game so far. I think he started every game so far. Set him for a game. Let him ease his mind and get back to being Joey Votto. Sonny Gray has come off the injured list. You can tell he's a little behind. He's still got some kinks to work out. I think he'll be okay. But if the Reds are going to do anything, make any noise, make this a fun year, they need Sonny Gray and Luis Castillo to be Sonny Gray and Luis Castillo. So right now, Tyler Mahle and Wade Miley are their best starters, which it's nice to see them perform well. But when you've got two guys who are said to be among the top starters in the league, and they're not performing like it, it's a concern. They need to get that offense right. They need to start pitching better. Everything seems to be off for them. They need that one big win to just all of a sudden break out. All of a sudden they're scoring 8, 9 runs out of nowhere and pitching lights out. Just one of those type games, just bust out. They really do need that. Maybe they need Mike Moustakas, their leader, to come back. His presence is definitely missed in the lineup and probably in the clubhouse as well. It's a concern. Hopefully they can right the ship. Hopefully Suarez and Castillo and Gray and the bullpen can all get back on track and be what we know they can be. What started off really fun is now becoming very difficult to watch. Well, I guess we'll find out. Hopefully good things to come soon. Next week we got the NFL draft. I will talk to you then.